I ain't gonna lie, man. You feel me? It's a good day today. I can't complain too much. The topic of this video, as y'all can see, is not finna be another edited video. You feel me? You're gonna get the raw and original. So that means I'm gonna have to take a lot of pauses and I'm gonna have to censor myself a lot. But you feel me? Hopefully y'all with me for the information, not for the, quality. Well, quality plays a part into it, but that's, neither here nor there. I was at the gym today with my boy, and we came across, somebody, and we engaged. We had a conversation. It was a long ass conversation. Damn, I just cussed. It was a long conversation. Basically, let me get to the point, bro. What I'm trying to explain to y'all is, and I realized this clicked in earlier, bro. Everything happens for a reason, and I can't stress that enough. I'm gonna tee up this video because everything happens for a reason, bro. And I didn't realize how deep that statement was. And every time I hear, because I always keep that in the back of my mind, no matter what. Every day I always keep in the back of my mind, everything happens for a reason. But I never truly understand what that statement means until something happens and it's impactful and it's right when I needed to hear it. So what it do, y'all? It's your boy Truth OTW, you feel me? I'm the greatest one on YouTube. Right now, if you're not watching me, who is you watching? Because ain't nobody on YouTube right now. I'm trying to get y'all cheese and I'm trying to run this up. So if y'all on that, if y'all trying to rock out with me, then you feel me? Let's go. Like, you feel me? We at 600. We trying to get to 1,000. DMG4L still growing by the minute. You feel me? And it's just nothing but greatness, bro. Honestly, it's just nothing but greatness. So without further ado, let me get into this topic because I promise y'all need to hear this. Y'all really need to hear this because people tell y'all every day, or you might hear a lot, oh, God, everything happens for a reason, this, and that. And you might be reflecting in your life in that current state that you in. In the current state of life that you in, you might be in a moment of reflecting. You might look through some things and be like, you know what, bro? I don't like that this happened. Yo. What's good, brother? You might be like, yo, I don't like that this happened. You feel me? But that shit crazy. Y'all, damn, I keep cussing. All right, full look. You might be looking through your life and you may be like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I don't like that this happened. But y'all gotta realize, bro, this stuff don't happen for no reason. Like, none of this happened for no reason. You gotta really take all your wins and losses and put them in one category. And if you gotta break down each one of your wins and each one of your losses, look over and really think, what did I gain from these losses? Because I promise there's always something. No matter how negative a situation may be, I realize that no matter how bad the L is, it might be a bad L too. No matter what, you always gonna leave that situation with something positive from it. Like, it could be the smallest thing, but you gonna realize, bro, this mistake allowed me to move way differently later down the line by something that really, like, for example, bro, if you was in a bad relationship, bro, if the girl you was talking to, it was just toxic, it was just bad, bro. She just displayed all the signs of an untrustworthy partner, and, she put you through hell. Bro, but later down the line, after hopefully you got out of that toxic situation, but later down the line, you come across a woman that's actually has qualities that's admirable and that's actually worth spending your time with, you gonna realize, you know what, bro? I realized that I had to take this L to get to where I am now because it had me go through the character development. It had me go through the stages of the different mindsets that it is when it's coming to being in a relationship. It's going to train you for when these times come. So, bro, I say this all to say, bro, never take any event that happens in your life with a grain of salt. Don't ever take anything that happens in your life with a grain of salt. Because honestly, like, I'm gonna keep repeating the same statement. Everything happens for a reason, bro. It's been so many times where I've took so many L's, and I don't think y'all understand, bro. I'm coming from the type of place I come from, and just experiencing the things I've experienced. I've had more L's than you would probably imagine. Like, I'm not gonna lie, probably 70% of my whole life has been L's. Honestly, I've taken a lot of L's in my life. But, it took a lot for me to get to where I am now. And realistically, if you boil it down, I'm not even half the place I'm gonna be at like in 10 years. But bro, it took a lot for me to get to this point in my life right now. It took a lot of bad decisions. It took a lot of bad advice. It took a lot of good advice. It took a lot of people coming in and out of my life. It took a lot of people hating on the fact that I was doing this. It took a lot of people, you know, going out of their way to inconvenience me or going out of the way to disrupt anything that I had going on in that moment, whether that be a business, whether that be YouTube, whether that be anything I'm doing in that current moment. It took a lot for me to get to this point, and it took a lot for you to get to this point. Don't ever let anybody say, or don't ever think that, you know, a situation that you might be in with somebody, don't ever think that it's just for no reason. Don't ever disregard it, good or bad. Good things that happen to you with good people, always take it as a blessing. Be like, you feel me? Say thank God for it. Alhamdulillah. Thank God for it. Thank God for him allowing you to be in that place at that right time. For a bad thing to happen to your life, if you come into actions with a bad person and that person is constantly just destroying and tarnishing the things that you've worked hard to build, realize that, you know what? I have a part in this. I made the decision to stay around, and I made the decision to give them the benefit of the doubt. When in all actuality, that's something that you got to work on in the future, not to always give people the benefit of the doubt. Make sure that you set a very clear line from boundaries and personal faith and respect to compassion. I just had a conversation with somebody about this earlier. Sometimes we oftentimes get too passionate, or too, not passionate, too not humble either. What's the word I'm looking for? Too respectful and like empathetic. That's the word I'm looking for. Sometimes we as humans, we get empathetic. To be empathetic is not a bad thing. To have overtly have all of your actions or most of your thoughts be empathetic thoughts is bad. To be honest, bro, I hate saying this, but bro, you got to be selfish to get what you want. You have to be selfish to get what you want. And, you know, people hear that and, oh, selfishness is a bad thing. We were told young to not be selfish. Yeah, well, guess what? They lied to you. They lied. You have to be selfish when you're getting certain things. There's no way in hell you can get to the things that you want to achieve by worrying about what everybody else got going on. To be selfish is to be sacred, is to be kept, is to be private. Those are all things that you need to get to what you want. You can't get to where you want to go if you overly popping it, if you have everybody's thought in mind, everybody's feelings in mind, if you're worrying about everybody and their mama, how they think about you and what they think about why you're doing this and why you're doing it, how you doing it, Then you can't get to what you want by thinking like that. So it's good to be empathetic. I'm not telling you to be a cold-hearted person. Especially for my women. I know y'all are more like, you know, empathetic than y'all more empathetic than most men are. So yeah, that's something that could be a flaw in your, you know, your character too. I'm not saying be cold and, you know, be mean to everybody, but I'm saying is don't ever put somebody else's feelings and I guess well-being over yourself on a minimalistic level. If you got a family and kids and brothers and sisters, okay, you might gotta, but I'm talking about on a very small level. Don't ever put nobody else above your stature, because by doing that, that allows you to get used to and comfortable by being overlooked and putting other people above you. And you never have time to work on yourself because you're too busy working, getting people above who you are, or yeah, where you are in life. Anyways, bro, all this to say, bro, every bad decision, every bad thing that happens in your life is all for a reason. Every good thing that happens to your life is all for a reason. And, you know, don't for 1 second think that, you know, it's just fate. I hate that. It's God. That's what it is. I ain't gonna push my religion on the people, but I will say that this is not a religious channel. This is a believe in God channel. Okay? I'm gonna say God in damn near every video I post. So if you got something to say about that in the comments, go ahead and have a blast. But guess what? Me and DFG4L, we believe in God. So I don't ever discredit God's doing. For example, earlier today, I just got the best business opportunity of my life. I'm not discrediting that. I'm not saying, oh, it's fate that I'm here. No, it's God. He let me be in that place at that right time. And he allowed it for me to have that conversation with so-and-so. And he allowed it for me to even build myself up to be able to have the courage and willpower to talk to bro. And he allowed for all of this to happen. So don't discredit him. Don't discredit him at all, bro. And I gotta move because it's getting overly deep over here. I don't like people like all up in my business. DFG4L, we out. Yeah, I love y'all. Bye.